Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic. I am back with that One Piece greatness. All right, we got to get back to that because look, I am highly critical of the series that I love. I'm highly critical of series of stories. Period. All right. So somebody will be like, I don't like One Piece. You're always complaining about One Piece. I'm critical. All right. I'm critical. Like and if I don't like something, if I'm like, yo, something is like, something, no, I'm gonna say how I feel, right? I gotta do that, all right. But clearly, if I just despise One Piece and I thought it was like pure hot garbage, dumpster juice, you know what I mean, turd sauce, whatever, you know what I mean. Like if I thought it was that, I would not be reading it. I wouldn't read it. I wouldn't read it up for 909 chapters. I would not. Okay. That's not how that works. Unless you're like, a masochist and that's what you want to do. If you're into that sort of thing, good luck to you. All right. So One Piece chapter 909. All right. This is going to be a live reaction / initial thoughts stream. All right. Live stream. All right. So let's get into it. Y'all. One Piece. All right. Let's go. Chapter 909 is entitled Seppuku. Also, there's somebody like, ugh. All right. Like Seppuku. All right, I'm pretty sure I got that right. I'm pretty sure that's what Seppuku is. All right, there's like a lot more to it, but like from what I remember, it's like right? A lot of stabbing. Okay. All right, yo, Key, what is up? All right, Key, what is up? All right, this is probably gonna be my last reaction for the night because I just want to make sure I don't like tire myself out and I don't like push my voice too far. Because again, when you're teaching, you do a lot of talking. Okay, you just do. All right. It's very different. Like when you're tutoring, you do some talking, but generally you want your, you want your student to do more talking so that they can kind of get the thoughts out and stuff like that. But when you're teaching, you do a lot of talking, a lot of explaining, a lot of taking the questions and answering questions. So the last stream of the day will be One Piece. No, the last stream will be this. There's a Jumpstart manga that came out in this issue that I want to read because it looks like it's musically inclined. And I'm like, music manga? Like, I love music manga. Y'all know me, I love music manga. And Key, just so you know, I talked with my guy Naya. All right? We're going to have a Piano no Mori stream at some point. All right? We're going to have that stream. That stream is going to happen sooner rather than later. Okay? Maybe it'll be this weekend. Maybe it'll be next weekend. But maybe it'll be this Friday. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this Friday we'll have, if you wanna get it. Yeah, it might get the axe. I don't know. But it's always cool to read that stuff to see where it goes. Generally I don't read like Jumpstart manga. If I think it might get the axe, if it's like There was a shogi manga that had come out in Weekly Shonen Jump, and I knew that was gonna get the axe because it didn't have that feel. It didn't have that certain feel that board game manga need. All right, but yeah, that Piano no Mori stream is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right, I don't know what. Probably this Friday, but if not this Friday, I gotta talk with Naya, see if he's free, figure that out. All right, One Piece, y'all. Let's get back to that One Piece. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, that's true. Generally, I try to start like around like 10 chapters or something like that. But some manga, like if I'm like the first chapter looks really, really interesting, like The Promised Neverland or Shokugeki no Soma or My Hero, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. All right, y'all, or Dr. Stone. I'm gonna check it out. Okay, let's see what we've got. Seppuku, all right. Saga of the Self-Proclaimed Straw Hat Fleet, Volume 39. Columbus, 4 p.m. First pirating campaign. Launch attack. All right, so he's attacking. All right, let's see what's going on. I don't know where they are. Not really sure. But I'm not super concerned about that right now. But I know that they're doing stuff, right? They're doing stuff in the name of the Straw Hat Fleet. All right. So that means something. All right. New World. You can't believe how good the Cat Viper is when it comes to sailing the seas. Of course, he was good enough to ride on the Pirate King's ship. So how long are we supposed to wait at these ruins until he comes back with Marco the Phoenix? He wanted Yugara to wait here because you look too scary. Is Marco really the kind of guy my face is gonna scare off? I'm talking about the village, fool. Don't go over there. Minx, Guardians. Okay. Oh yeah, the Guardians are pretty cool. I like the way they animated the Guardians in the anime. That was dope. Like the the clash between like Luffy and the Bull. That was dope. I still remember that. It was like clear as day. Really, really great animation there. Love that. Marco the Phoenix refresher. The all-powerful Whitebeard pirates lost their captain in the Paramount War 2 years ago, and his right-hand man was Marco. After the loss of their pops, the remainder of the crew waged war against Blackbeard to avenge their captain, but it was in vain. They now scattered far and wide to parts unknown. Apparently, on the other side of the caves of the cave behind those falls, there's a peaceful little village. It's not a place for a group of big, scary warriors to march through. Good point. Sorry, my cat is meowing. It is what it is, you know. But the boss looks scarier than we do if he gets mad. But his smile is cute. Very true. Haha. Okay. Hold on, Mina. Sorry, I gotta yell because she doesn't respond to anything else. Mina, come on. The cat's ridiculous. All right. Okay, so whose hand is that? Is that Marco? Hoorah. Yo, that's Marco. Hey, Marco, let's go. Marco has one of the best Devil Fruit designs I've ever seen. Maybe one of the best character power ability designs I've ever seen. All right, if my cat's gonna meow, that's what she's gonna do. I can't be concerned about that. There, all fixed up. Whoa, you're good to go. But don't be reckless. My regenerating flames only have a small effect on others. I patched you up. Yo, I patched you up. And your natural healing speed should be faster now. You can leap off that leg by tomorrow. What? Is that why Whitebeard's been alive for so long? Because Marco's been like, healing him up. That's new. Interesting. Okay. I've patched you up. Your natural healing speed should be faster. You can leap off that leg by tomorrow. Yay, Marco's magic. You're so lucky, Tama. Grar? I said tomorrow. Stop leaping. Thank you, Marco. And he's wearing glasses. He's looking real cool. He's looking real cool right now. Marco, my back hurts again. It's my knee, Marco, dear. My little brother's playing pranks, Marco. Ugh. Pops built this village. Old Pops Whitebeard did? What do you mean? Countries that can't join the world government because they're too poor to pay the heavenly tribute tend to be lawless islands, and by large, suffering wait, let me read that again. Countries that can't join the world government because they're too poor to pay the heavenly tribute tend to be lawless islands. By and large, suffering from pirate enslavers run amok. When the country collapses, it creates a fresh generation of orphans, and Pops was one of them. He went to sea at a young age and became a pirate, but he always cared for this place and secretly pumped dirty money in and supplies into it all throughout his life. He never had a family, and his old friends are gone, but this island will always be his home. In a dirty world, there's no good or bad money. It's just money. Thanks for saying that. After the Paramount War, we at least wanted to protect this village Pops had cared so much for. When Blackbeard invaded, we started the grudge war against him. Oh, yo, Blackbeard, man. This dude is so foul, yo. So foul. That's so foul. Ugh. I hope he dies in this manga. I hope he dies. I really do. I don't want him to go into jail. None of that. He gotta die. He gotta die. But with Pops' power at his command, we couldn't overcome Teach anymore. He took everything. Oh, how I wanted to make that ingrate pay. I think I see what you mean. So this is kind of like a final memento of your Pops, huh? Yeah. Red Hair put his grave not too far from here. Pops was kind of a cheapskate, you know? He always wanted other people's drinks. He never paid the whole tab at a restaurant. But we were okay with it because we knew he was putting his entire share of the treasure into this place. By the way, There's that warlord named Weevil going around, calling himself Pops' son and attacking anyone related to the name of Whitebeard. Oh yeah? Is that true? I can't comment on his history with women, but this guy seems to want an inheritance. And I don't think he'll take there isn't any for an answer. I figure he'll come after me and this place soon enough. Well, I can see why you wouldn't want to leave then. Weevil's mother, Buckin, is a former pirate. 30-something years ago, close to 40, she would have been on the same ship as Pops. Huh. Heh, maybe you've got another memento of his to protect. Ha ha, they're certainly not acting like it. Okay, so we got a little, like, red herring here, I think. It's like we don't know if this is really I'm saying Pops now. If this is really Whitebeard's kid, you know what I mean? We don't know. All right, we don't really know. All right, this is not something that I'm like, oh, now we definitely know that this is. I don't know. Right? This is not information that is like making anything more clear. If anything, it makes it less clear. Right? Makes it more muddled. All right. If you're going to meet with Straw Hat Luffy after this, I've got a message to send along, Cat Viper. Of course, I'm all ears. You said he's going to Wano? Yep. That panel where Marco's just like tearing up. Oh, that's such a panel. It's like when you talk about friends and you have friends that you have friends and you're like, they have like certain traits about them that are just like, you gotta be a little bit better about that. You know what I mean? Like maybe you have friends that are just like, they don't like, maybe they don't tip as well as they should, or they don't like leave the toilet seat down and like unisex bathroom or something like that. You know what I mean? Like certain things like that, right? You know what I mean? Like they just generally like do things that are like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But they're your friends anyways. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna be friends with that person because like he tips 15% instead of 20%. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be friends with someone because of that. That's ridiculous. Like tip better, if you can, but I'm not gonna stop being friends because of that. All right, let's move on. Bing bang b bang. Oh, okay. Bing bang, bang. Or someone playing this like kind of guitar looking thing. I know this is like an actual instrument. I can't remember what kind of instrument it is though. It's like an older like version of a guitar, of a string instrument. Who is that? I have no idea who this is. Okay, so that Land of Wano. Wow. Okay. Oda. One thing again, I've never criticized Oda about like in terms of like generally, when it comes to like his art, landscapes, world building, that stuff, he's just you know what I mean? I've criticized him about like the way he draws women, and he rightfully so. But when it comes to like this stuff, whoo, Oda, yo. Really, really, really wonderful stuff. That's super dope. End of Wano. Hey, new guy. Is this your workup? Is this your workup here? Huh? You bet, boss. Is there a problem? You got that right. It's perfect with a capital P. I'm paying you a compliment, so take it, you scoundrel. I mean, yo, of course, Frank. Of course, Frankie. Come on, Frank. Yeah, we already know Frankie. You already know what it is. Frankie's dope. Shipwright, yo. Of course, it's I mean, you bet. Much obliged, boss. Ya cantankerous old coot. Carpenter from Frenosuke. I guess that's like his like samurai like name or whatever, or ninja name. Come on, Kamal, step up and see my blade, how cleanly she cuts this paper. One sheet becomes two into four. A mere touch and it splits the skin, but witness a miracle before your eyes. With the simplest dab of my toad oil. Oh, okay, no, let me go. It's shifting in a different way. Come on, Kamal, step up and see my blade, how cleanly she cuts this paper. One sheet becomes two into four. 8, 16, 32, 64. As numerous as the sunset snow of Wano. The cut is perfectly sealed, no blood at all. A mere touch, and it splits the skin. But witness a miracle before your eyes. With the simplest dab of my toad oil, the cut is perfectly sealed, no blood at all. Oh, toad oil. Say, I'll buy some of your toad oil. I'll take 2. You made a wise purchase, my friends. Gather round. Yo, Usopp ridiculous, man. Toad oil salesman. That's like, yo, I love that. It's like toad oil and not snake oil, because it's like, snake oil salesmen, they're just like awful like people who try to like sell you like trash. So you already know the toad oil is like trash. Toad oil salesman. Uso Hachi. That's funny. That's it. Lower your hips more. Your arm is too low. Are you dreaming, girl? I want to see more effort. That's it. Very good. At the rate you're going, there's no way you'll receive a summons from the Shogun's chamber in the short amount of time you want. Woo. Yes, ma'am. Geisha. Orobi. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, we get into the new stuff. All right, of this stuff like geishas and to the Shogun's chamber. Listen closely. The Shogun of Wano is named Kudozumi Orochi. Okay, so like a snake. So he's not a good person, obviously. And the officials who do his business all have ties to Kaido. Thus, they are arrogant and corrupt. But if you should harm them, the news will make it to Kaido's ears. We must not allow our existence to be known until our allies can assemble and the preparations for battle can begin. First, you must pass yourselves off as locals and quietly go about your duties. Okay. His lordship, the magistrate, has caught the Sujigiri. The rogue samurai will now be forced to commit seppuku. Thank goodness, his reign of terror claimed 3 nighttime victims just this month. Oh, how I hate him. That terrible Sujiri cut down my husband in his prime. The populace has been terrified of your carnage, Sujiri. And not only will this restore peace, but it seems we've caught a grave robber as well. In the midst of a pirate upheaval, 23 years ago, we lost the remains of the legendary sword Ryuma and his blade, Shusui, Ronin, Zolo Judo, sorry, Zolo Judo. But Sujiri, you do not look so old. Excuse me. Did you extract this from the thief? One wonders how pristine its bite is. In my hands, I hold the great shusui. This knife's got no hilt. Verily. Seppuku blade is short and has no hilt on purpose. It's not for fighting. You don't need one. You do know how seppuku works, don't you? If you have any samurai pride at all, admit your crime and make amends with your death. My role is to lop off your head when you're done, so you don't suffer. Well, in that case, so long. Just don't wail and blubber. The samurai's true worth is in his end. We have witnesses. We have evidence. This death gives you far more dignity than you deserve. Rejoice in your seppuku. Ding, ding. I can smell blood, and it says you're the killer. Slice. Yo, he sliced the whole place up, right? What? With the seppuku blade? Yo, that's cool. That's cool. I'm sorry, Kinemon. Yo, I love that, like, shout out to Mihawk, right? Like, that clearly, like, Mihawk's trained him and that he's just powerful, but like that shout out to like their first battle where he used that tiny little blade and just made work. He just gave Zoro the work and was like, get out of here. All right. I like it. Again, I'm not a Zoro fanboy at all. Like I'm like, Zoro's like whatever. To me, like generally, like he's cool, like, but he's not like Zoro. That's just how I feel. You know what I mean? Like there are other characters that I think are far more interesting in One Piece. Some of them aren't even on the Straw Hat crew. You know what I mean? Oh well, if you count Jinbei, then Jinbei. All right, Jinbei's my guy. Jinbei's my number one person. Love Jinbei. You know what I mean? So, One Piece chapter 9 end. How do I feel about this chapter? It was okay. It was all right. It was cool. I mean, like we got Wano, but it's not like you know what I mean? It's like we got some information. Obviously, like we got the name of the shogun and stuff like that. Like we got we got some breadcrumbs. All right, we got some breadcrumbs. Okay. Some things are interesting. I like this panel is very cool. I like this this sort of like this pose of like kind of a samurai pose, I guess, if you want to call it that, sort of like an EI like strike. Yeah, it was cool. It's cool. All right. Let's see. Yo, what's up? What's going on, Dragon Eye? What's going on, Key? What's going on, Professor Hitomi? What's going on, Dribble? What's good, Dribble? It's good. All right, what's good, Shotty? What up? Let's see. What do we got in the comments? This chapter's alright. It wasn't like it was alright. I think like some people were like so excited to see Wano that they like, that they really like the chapter. And I get that. I'm not saying like you can't like the chapter. You can't feel that way. Like I get it. But for me, like in terms of like information, stuff like that, I'm like, it's cool. Like some things I'm like, geisha and like I'm like, I get it, but I'm also like, that's so trash to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that stuff. When it comes to like some of the information that we got, I think what made the chapter for me, the Wano stuff, I didn't really. I was like, okay, this is like interesting. Some of the stuff is interesting, but the Whitebeard stuff and the Marco stuff, that was really good. So for me, like that, like brings the chapter to like a solid, like to me, this chapter was like a solid, like 7.58, I would say, somewhere in between there. Good chapter, right? It was like a really good chapter. So for me, it was like a 7.58. Okay, because that's like pretty above average, right? Like for me, if we're just thinking about it that way. The Whitebeard stuff really takes it to another place. I like that stuff a lot. Marco talking about Whitebeard in that way, tearing up when he thought about certain things, about like what the flaws like that Whitebeard had, and that's the kind of the stuff that he thought about, and it made him appreciate him even more, because even with those flaws, he was still such an amazing person that it brought him to tears. You know what I mean? Just thinking about those things, really cool stuff. I like that we found out about like where not exactly where Whitebeard's home is, but like the fact that like we know that there is a place, and that is Whitebeard's home, and that Whitebeard was an orphan, and we understand a bit more in terms of like why he wanted a family and stuff like that. I think it's really dope. I like that a lot. That stuff's great. That Marco can heal people, right? Like it's not nearly as powerful, right, as like him, as his own self-healing abilities, right? But I think it's up that he has those abilities, and that means a lot in terms of Marco's ability as a leader. That to me like bumps him up even more, and we kind of understand why he's the first commander. It's not because he's incredibly strong and that he can heal himself, right? He has to be powerful enough, right? It's not like I don't think his flames can burn anybody, you know what I mean? So it's like he has to be powerful enough to like heal himself, but also do battle. All right, so like his combat abilities must be like physically must be like off the charts. That's kind of how I think about it that way, generally speaking. So that first part, loved. The Wano part, I didn't love as much as the first part, like with Whitebeard and all that stuff. The Wano part was like cool, it was interesting stuff. Art-wise, it was very interesting. The story and stuff like that, I'm like, we got some breadcrumbs, we got some things here, we got some things there. But for me, it's like, okay, we know a few things. We're gonna get some more things. All right, I'm not gonna like overhype the chapter or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, like maybe the geisha is gonna infiltrate. Maybe she's maybe she's CP0 or something like that. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Or she's an agent or whatever. Maybe not. Maybe, like what I mean. It'll be interesting. We don't know. Maybe she's working. Right, like she's probably working for this family, like with Mononosuke and Kinemon and all of them and stuff like that, like on the low. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. There's a lot of stuff. It's just ridiculous. And it's like yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like just looking pretty. It's like you know what I mean? I'm like it's whatever. You know what I mean? It's like it's cool, but it's just like like I get it. But it's just like, to me, it's corny. It's like I don't like it. I still don't like it. You know what I mean? Um, so, you know what I mean? Where's the hand to hand stuff? Where's the battle? Yo, we need to see more. We just do. You know, and I mean, Oda he just would not be caring like much when it comes to certain characters. That's how I feel about it. And a lot of people be like, it's whatever, you know, you know. I'm like, no, it's not whatever, because like these are characters that people really, really, really love. And when they see them treated in like such a sort of like nonchalant like way, it's like insulting, I think. You know, Nami getting Zeus, I'm like, you know, like I get it, but I'm also like, that's a little corny. I'm just like, how is she like? I want to see her train her weather abilities, like to be that powerful. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see, you know, Zeus coming out through and she's able to do this Thunderbolt ability, and like that's like I don't want to see it like that. To me, it's like, I get it. It's like as a joke and stuff, but the fact that Robin is just like here, looking like pretty and stuff like that, I'm like, that's corny to me. That's so corny to me. Like really though. You know, I get it. I understand. Like, she's doing infiltration, whatever. But it's so corny. It's so corny. They just can never escape this stuff, you know? Like, the woman in One Piece just, like, cannot escape these, like, fates. Like, looking pretty, dying, you know, for other characters, to motivate other characters. You know what I mean? This, like, woman in refrigerators, like, idea. Just a little corny to me. That's how I feel about that. You know? Let's see, what else we got? But like, yeah, I mean, like the chapter was cool, but like the Zoro stuff, I'm like, this is fanboy stuff. This is fanboy stuff. But to me, I'm like, he only did it with the seppuku blade. I'm like, that, like, it's a blade. It's a blade. You know, it's not like a pocket knife. You know what I mean? Blade. So it's just like, we know certain things are going to happen, and everything like that. We understand that. But for me, it's like, you know, I know there's like a lot to talk about, but to me, like, I think there's way more to talk about in terms of the Whitebeard stuff, the Marco stuff, the Weevil stuff, all those things. The Weevil stuff, I think, again, more breadcrumbs. Like, he's going to go eventually. We'll see. We will find it eventually if he's actually Whitebeard's son, or if he's just like, you know, maybe he's also an orphan. That came from that village and, you know, is confused or whatever. I'm like, Zoro cut the house in half. I don't care. I know Zoro can cut houses in half. That's not impressive to me. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, Zoro can cut probably castles in half and massive ships and that stuff. Like, that's not surprising. I'm pretty sure he could do that without a blade. You know? It's like, we get it. Like, that's not impressive. Like, it's like, I mean, it's impressive, but it's also like, knowing what Zoro can do and knowing his abilities, like, that's not impressive. That's not even a baby knife. The baby knife was the thing the baby knife was the thing that Mihawk was holding. That was a baby knife. That was like this tiny. It was like this. And there was like a little handle. And he was just like, he was destroying Zoro with that. Right? Like the seppuku blade, that looked like a blade. That was like a blade. That was like more like a dagger than anything. And daggers are no joke. Okay? But I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's like, oh, Zoro's just totally uncool or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, this to me is not impressive because it's like, I know that he can do that stuff. I know he has that ability. You know what I mean? Like, that blade that Mihawk, when Mihawk was giving Zoro work with that baby knife, that was one of those early One Piece moments that I was where you were like, okay, I'm in this now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in this One Piece hype train now. Like, I'm in it. You know what I mean? That was like one of those things. A seppuku blade is like, it's a dagger. Daggers are still dangerous. Like, daggers, you can still cut a bunch of things with a dagger, right? You get something like that to Zoro at this stage, even at the beginnings of One Piece, I think if you gave like a dagger to Zoro, he'd still be giving people work, you know? Yeah, the Straw Hats, I mean, you know, I know they're going to be in big trouble, but like, again, there were things that I'm expecting from this arc that I didn't get from Whole Cake Island. And you know, there's a lot of things like Jorby will say in terms of like, yeah, those things will come later. I understand that like danger will come later, but danger will always come later. This is how like One Piece generally kind of works, right? It's like certain things are set up. The star has to do a particular thing. Danger comes through a certain place, right? Like at a certain point in time later on. Yeah, but I'm like, come on. This is like they were facing a Yonko and all of them subordinates. Come on, we need more. We need more than just like Jinbei staying behind. I'm like, I don't want Jinbei to die, but you know what I mean? Like I don't, but it's like we need more. We need more. You know, so here it's like once Zoro does this thing, right? Where he's like, all right, alarm, alarm, alarm. You know what I mean? Once he does that, that's like gonna bring all the alarms. It's like, yo, we gotta see some heat. We gotta see some heat. I'm not accepting, oh, it's gonna take quite some time before they understand who Zoro is and what he's done. I'm like, the ball's gotta move. The ball's gotta move. Okay? Because right now, like we're in it. We're in Wano. That's where we are right now. Okay, so the ball has to move. Okay. You know, Akainu, like Akainu is like he's just kind of a funny character, you know, because he's like, you know, kind of resting on like the laurels of like the Paramount War and like his battle with Aokiji and all those things, right? But Fujitora just making him look like a fool. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Fujitora is my favorite admiral by far. By far. All right. Then it's Aokiji. Then it's who is it? Ryokugyu, I think is how you pronounce it, or something like that. And then Kizuru, and then Akainu. Because I don't like Kizuru at all much. Like, you know, but if I have to rank them, I like Kizuru a little bit more than Akainu, because they're both trash to me. They're both trash. Like Akainu, like maybe I'll put him high because at least he's open about his like just awfulness. Kizuru is like really like, I don't know. I'm just gonna. I'm like, but you awful, man. You awful. You trash. I don't like Kizuru. I don't like how he rolls. I don't like the decisions he makes. He trash to me. All right, so he's on the bottom of my list. He's on the bottom of my list. All right, he's on the bottom. All right, and this is just like, who do you like, right? I'm not talking about who's stronger, who's like more important to the story. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like pure personal, just like feelings about the characters. Akainu is like slightly above Kizuru. Kizuru just bothers me. He's just like that troll that you hate, you know? Hate Kizuru. Hate him. All right? I hate a little bit less because, again, at least he's more open about the fact that like he's just like a total jerk and an awful human being. And then Greenville, because I don't know much about Greenville, but because I don't know much about him, I can like him a bit more, right? And like the fasting thing is interesting, you know. So that's where he is. Then, right, of course, Aokiji, because Aokiji is dope. And then, you know, but he's also like done some things that I'm like, you killed Juan, you killed Vice Admiral, was it Juan? Was that his name? Right? Let me check. Let me look that up. What was his name? What was his name? That Vice Admiral that I don't know where Juan came from. I don't know where that came from. But the Vice Admiral that Aokiji killed. Saul. I didn't have to type that in. I was like Saul, right? Jaguar D Saul, right? I just remember. Good. All right. So yeah, right? Like I was like, nah. I was mad. You know, and in some ways he was like, okay, I'm gonna kill him, like to put him out of his misery because the most culpable probably would have killed him. I'm like, that's trash. That's just an excuse. All right, you killed one of Robin's best friends, and you suck for that. Okay? But and you were trying to stop Luffy from saving Ace. You suck for that too. Okay? But he's better than the rest. All right, than the others that I mentioned. Fujitora is just at the top because he's that dude. He's that dude. I love Fujitora. He's awesome. All right, in terms of admirals, the admirals. That's how I feel about it. All right. Blackbeard, he trash. I hate that guy too. He gotta die. Blackbeard gotta die. He can't be put into jail or taken, you know, have his devil fruit taken away like Ozai from Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know what I mean? Like none of that. Dead. You gotta die. Okay? That's how I feel about it. What do you think about Weevil's mom being on the same ship as Whitebeard back in the day and about 40 years ago, Cough Rocks? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, were the Rocks pirates like a combination of like just the Yonko or something like that? I don't believe that. But maybe it was. Maybe like you had like maybe Whitebeard was on the ship and Big Mom was on the ship. And well, maybe not Big Mom, but like Kaido and like where I don't know. I doubt it, but I think maybe she was on the ship. Maybe she's like particularly powerful in a certain way, and you know who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Just the last Airbender, y'all. Zuko is dope. Zuko is a dope character. His redemption was cool. I like that because I think the way he was presented was like he didn't do certain like there were certain things that he did. It was like whoa, and you know it wasn't like okay Zuko killed thousands, slaughtered thousands of people, and was, like incredibly abusive to like, you know, his sister or anything like that. It was like he made definitely some mistakes, but I think he was redeemable. To me, Zuko was redeemable. But it took work. You know, it took seasons. You know what I mean, for him to like get to that place. And even then, I think he was still trying to redeem himself, like right by becoming like Fire Lord and doing all those things and everything like that. So that's why I like that. Yeah. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Yo, Dribble. R.I.P. Saul. All right. R.I.P. Jaguar D. Saul. All right. Yeah, we don't know a lot about a lot of characters. And I think, like, again, One Piece is great, I think, in, like again, that early One Piece, that first half, like, of One Piece, some great stuff there. Really awesome stuff. This is why we're into One Piece. This is why we love One Piece, I think. You know, recently it's just been, like, Oda been kind of This chapter though was great. The way that Oda like fleshed out Whitebeard in a certain way, fleshed out Marco in a certain way in terms of like the reasons why he loves Whitebeard so much, why he's like his right hand man. That first half was great. That is like I want that all the time, Oda. I want it all the time. That's what I want. I want that. The Wano stuff was kind of to me, honestly, it was a little cheesy. If I had to be honest, for me, it was a little cheesy. People were like, Wano! And I'm like, I get it. Again, you're psyched about Wano. I understand it. But for me, I'm psyched about the Reverie. I want to see the Reverie. I don't care about Wano right now. I'm not concerned about Wano right now. I'm concerned about the Reverie. We better get back to the Reverie. All right? We got to see some Wano stuff. We see what's going on. You gave us a little bit of Zoro. Aye. The Wano stuff. No, not the Wano stuff. The Reverie stuff. That's what I want to see. The White stuff was awesome. I'm glad that we saw that. That was dope. It was dope. But, yo, you better get back to the Reverie, Oda. You better get back to that. You better get back to that Reverie. I'm not trying to get on a plane to Japan. You better get back to that Reverie, Oda. All right? Oh, yeah. That scene is going to be phenomenal in the anime. Marco and Nekomamushi talking. Woo! It's going to be so good. You know, we need to get back to the Reverie. Where that at? That's where the real conversations were going on. You know, I don't care about Wano right now. Bye. See you later. Bye. Reverie, y'all. Reverie. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, hockey to me kind of made some things weird. Some things were interesting. I think, you know, some battles were kind of interesting in terms of how hockey was used, but generally it's very like straightforward in a lot of ways. But I understood why it was introduced and everything. I got it. I understood. I get it, you know. But I think hockey just needed more, I guess. I'd like to see more about hockey and like its properties and stuff like that. I want to see more. Yeah, this chapter was not a 10. This chapter was like a, to me, it was like a, it's like, again, it was like a solid 7.5, solid 7.5. The Wano stuff was like cheesy to me, but the stuff at the beginning was great. It was really, really good. So that's why it's a 7.5. It's like, it's above average, you know, by a couple of points, all right, and then some, and stops there. Okay, because the Wano stuff was really cheesy. The art was cool. That splash page was great. But the Wano stuff was a little cheesy to me. It's kind of like the Usopp stuff was kind of funny though. I like that. That was kind of funny. Usopp doing like this ridiculous snake oil, toad oil salesman stuff. That was kind of funny. It was cool. But back to the reverie. All right, I'm not trying to see this stuff right now. I don't care. See it later. All right. I'm the Black Manga Critic, y'all. Okay, that was my live reaction / initial thoughts to One Piece chapter 909. Okay, if people are having conversations about the manga and stuff like that, they're still having those conversations. Great. If they aren't, okay. I'm more interested in having an NBA stream at some point. I don't know when that's going to be, but I'm way more interested in having an NBA discussion stream. I don't know. I have no idea when that's going to be. I have no clue. It might be this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. You know, I might stream this weekend and do an NBA stream. I don't know. Can't promise you anything. But I'm going to look at my schedule, see what's going on, and figure some stuff out. Okay? Again, I'm the Black Manga Critic. Thank you for coming through. Shouts out to Shotty to your body. Shouts out to Professor Hitomi. Shouts out to Dribble Kenshin. All right? Shouts out to... Who else? Shouts out to... Who else came through? Shouts out to Key, of course. Shouts out to Captain Black Ward. All right? Give me 1 sec. I got... Oh, my fancy song. Okay. Yeah. Shouts out who else? All right? Who else came through? All right? Shouts out to Dragonite, of course. My guy, Dragonite. Shouts out to Dragonite. Okay? This is a dope chapter. I liked it. Well enough. Again, the Warriors got Infinity Stones for real. Okay? If DeMarcus Cousins comes back and he's like half the player that he was in like mid-season or whatever, like it's over. I mean, it's already over, but like it's over. Who on the Rockets is stopping him? Nobody. You know what I mean? So it's over. All right. Thank y'all for coming through, y'all. I'm the Black Manga Critic. Again, thank you for coming through, and I'm out.